Take a look at the visuals we are about to show you and see if you can separate the metals from the non-metals. Ready? Let's start. As you watch the visuals, pay close attention to the appearance. Some of them are shining and some are quite dull. This shininess in metals separates them from non-metals. There are more such physical properties that separate metals from non-metals, which we will discuss in this video. The main physical properties are luster, thermal and electrical conductivity, ductility, malleability, density, melting and boiling points, sonority. Let's begin with the first physical property, that is, luster. The shininess in metals is known as luster. This property makes metals like gold ideal for jewelry, currency, and decorative items. In contrast, non-metals lack this property of shininess or luster. Their dull appearance makes them practical choices for applications like pencils and matches. It's essential to note that not all metals exhibit high luster. For instance, metals like manganese and bismuth can appear dull despite being metals. Now, what do you think? Which of the two, metals or non-metals, is used in the wires around your house? Yes, you guessed it right, metals are used in the wires. This is because of the high conductivity in metals. Metals are great conductors of electricity and even heat. This property finds applications in electrical wiring, power transmission, and electronic components. Now, let's bring the concept of thermal conductivity to life. Take a metal rod, clamp this rod on a stand. Fix a pin to the free end of the rod using wax. Heat the metal rod with a spirit lamp candle or a burner near the place where it is clamped. What do you observe? You will observe that the wax melts and the pins fall down, demonstrating how efficiently metals can conduct thermal energy. Non-metals, on the other hand, have poor electrical conductivity and heat transfer. This makes them suitable as insulating materials for covering electrical wires. But some materials, like silicon and germanium, are exceptions to the conductivity rule. They are semiconductors, exhibiting conductivity between that of metals and non-metals, and are important in electronic devices. Just like we said, metals like copper are used as electrical wires. So, to convert metals from their original form to thin wires, they possess a special property called ductility. Also, metals can be beaten into thin sheets, and this property is called malleability. This property finds applications in construction, aerospace, and manufacturing. Whereas, non-metals tend to break if hammered. This is called brittleness. When stress is applied, these bonds inside non-metals break, resulting in a brittle fracture rather than molding. This brittleness makes them suitable for applications like fertilizers and matches. While it's uncommon, some metals can be brittle. For example, certain conditions can make certain alloys, like cast iron, susceptible to brittleness. Imagine you have equal volumes of a metal and non-metal in your hands. Which one do you think will be heavier? Let me help you out. The high density of metals will be the reason why the metal will be heavier, whereas lower density of non-metals will make them lighter. This property makes metals like lead ideal for applications as weights. Metals also possess much higher melting points and boiling points than the non-metals. This makes metals like tungsten and titanium suitable for applications in aerospace engineering and high-temperature manufacturing. Some metals, like mercury, deviate from the trend with low melting and boiling points. Mercury's unique properties make it suitable for applications in thermometers and barometers. Metals are also used in the manufacture of most of the music instruments. Why? Because they have a property of sonority, which means that they produce sound like if struck with something, whereas non-metals are non-sonorous. So, concluding the session, we learnt that metals and non-metals have very different physical properties. Metals are lustrous whereas nonmetals are non-lustrous. On one side, metals have great thermal and electrical conductivity whereas nonmetals have poor conductivity. Metals can be hammered into thin sheets and drawn into wires, that is, they are malleable and ductile, while nonmetals are neither malleable nor ductile, rather are brittle. Metals have high density and nonmetals have low density. Metals have higher melting and boiling points but nonmetals have lower melting and boiling points. Lastly, metals are sonorous and nonmetals are non-sonorous. We hope that you have understood the concept of physical properties of metals and non-metals. Now, here's a secret on how you can study effectively with the EduRev app. You can learn with chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev. And that's not all, you also get amazing courses for Class 10 and much more for your Class 10 preparation. Thank you.